Lorna, one or two words.
She's keeper of all MCHS, everything.
Oh, professional, organized, like 100%.
Sweet.
Patient, just wealth of knowledge on how the school is run.
Friendly.
Wise.
Efficient.
Disorganized as heck, can't multitask, and can't remember anything if their life depended on it.
You know we're talking about Lorna, right?
Oh, Lorna, I thought you were talking about me. I thought this was for me. No, Lorna, 180 of everything I said, and to the umpteenth degree.
I would say Lorna might be the taskmaster.
She's the captain.
The godmother.
She's the general.
She knows what she wants. She knows how to get it done.
My savior.
America runs on Duncan, and MCHS runs on Chytyk.
There's the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Lorna would be the real boss of MCHS.
Yeah, she's the all-seeing, all-knowing.
She runs the school.
And knows absolutely everything there is to know about MCHS.
And she knows how to control all of us maniacs in this building.
I was going to say disappointed in me because she's always like correcting my mistakes.
Well, it's been 30 years that I've worked with Lorna, and what I find is that she's my go-to girl. Anytime I needed something, be it work, be it a problem from home, anything, she was my go-to girl. I was working already at Primeau in the library, and then I had company in the back room. There is a teacher reference room at the back of the library in Primeau, and they brought in Lynn Bodner as a teacher typist. And then after that, they decided to go high tech, and they needed all the students' input and all the stuff done for going computerized, and that was when they brought Lorna in. And so they worked out of this very crammed back teacher reference room with all of the film strip projectors and the old 16 millimeter projectors and whatnot, and that was their office for a while. And that until they moved on to the big time and went into the front.
I remember you as a student back at Primeau in those days, and I used to go in and get the cafeteria money and stuff from her and change and things, and just as she was just as organized then as she is now, and just the nicest person.
And I had the pleasure of walking in every morning, because I would do the morning announcements as a student, and I would walk in and there would be Lorna Chytyk and Barb Bishop and Lynn Bodner, and I'd get to have the opportunity to speak with all three of them every morning, and just the laughs and the good times that got to see. And then, I mean, Lorna, I guess, has unfortunately probably had the opportunity to see me grow up from high school to come back here and teach here now for 20 years.
She hasn't changed very much. I mean, she looked young when I started, and I looked older than her, and I still look older than her. So, it's mind-boggling to think that, we've been working together since 1990. My first year at Primeau was my second year teaching, and Lorna had started, I guess, the previous year. So we've been together almost every year since.
Yeah, it's going to be weird for me for sure. When I started, Lynn was there at her desk, and Lorna was where Nicole is. And then when Lynn retired, I think she went into student services for a bit, I think, and then Lorna just took on that place. Like it was so easy because she, Lynn, then Lorna, it's just perfect. Like, they just knew everything. Like, they worked with Paul, which I'm sure was, amazing, because I had 1 year with him, and it was just she's always been there. Like, I started 2002. It's a long time, and so it's going to be very strange going, in, and not having Lorna there. I'm going to miss her for sure, because she just knows everything.
The first thing I think of when I think about Lorna is my course outlines. And I think that she's hiding them someplace, because I hand them in every year on time, if not early. And then after a few weeks, she emails me and then calls me and says, I don't have any of your course outlines. So I'm pretty sure she's messing with me. And they are in a binder under her desk somewhere. I'm positive.
there's just too many things to even name of all the stuff that she does. I know even for me, you know, it's like someone's in my parking stall. Lorna, who's in my parking stall? Where am I supposed to be today? And you know, just all these millions of little things you go in to ask her for, and she always does it, and she smiles, and I'm sure she is just spinning on the inside because it's a lot. We're a big group, and there's a lot to handle.
I mean, I don't know how that woman stays sane with everything that she has to do there. She is such an organized person, multitask. I can do things not bad if I can isolate on them, but man, I truly admire the way that Lorna, the way that you can multitask. I can't believe it. Not too many people can do all that.
Well, I mean, Lorna does everything in this building. She does everything from the marks to the awards night to dealing with entering students in classes, making sure that there's no errors, making sure that kids have all the right prerequisites, making sure that you know, all the staffing is going right, the subs are working well, the absences. She literally has her hand in absolutely everything in the school. I call her, I don't know, 15, 20 times a day maybe, and she is always so patient and kind and never makes me feel like I have a dumb question, even if she's probably told me the same thing 5 times before. She always is so helpful and ready to answer any question. I've never seen her rattled in 20 years of working with her. It's absolutely incredible.
I don't even know if she ever slips up.
Like, no disrespect to our admin team, but she keeps this school functioning. And I don't have a lot of interaction with Lorna, especially at key times of the year, but probably when marks have to be due, this is where you know that Lorna rules the roost, so to speak. And I don't know if I want to say I'm afraid of Lorna, but I don't know if she has this kind of, when you meet Lorna, she's this sweet, kind, gentle lady, but underneath, she's either like a Yoda or a Darth Vader, I don't know what. But when she wants something done, I jump to the pump and I do it right away because I fear the ramifications if I don't get my marks in or if I don't do something that needs to be done by Lorna.
The Power School stuff is just, she's a genius with Power School, and anytime, like, I've done quite a bit of work in that area, but I don't have anywhere near the knowledge she does, and so she is very, very good with Power School. We're going to miss that immensely. We're going to miss that captain, the one who kind of keeps us, I would say a Seinfeld term with the soup, but it's not, I can't use the second word, but she has this thing rolling. Like, it's who she is and how she's put us kind of all together within our little areas where we work, and it's going to be missed.
I know there's a few things that Lorna isn't going to miss. She's not going to miss duplicate credit checks. That I know has driven her, and I don't know how she's put up with it for so many years, because we've all been guilty of submitting a module that we shouldn't have submitted, that was already given to a student. And I know she has handled every single one of these duplicate credit checks with grace, and I know she's probably pulling out her eyes and her hair on the inside, but she'll never let you know it.
I mean, the countless number of credits and the credit checks we had to go through, without her in the office, it's going to be a tougher job.
Everything that Lorna does, it's done in a manner and a method that is just, again, the word organization comes to mind. She just gets everything. Everyone knows what needs to get done. It's explained really well, and Lorna just has a way of making sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, Lorna-isms. There are many. It's just that she has that tact in a room, like an office area, that kids come in and she kind of has them all managed well, and they'll say some really crazy things, and she's just straight up. She doesn't falter, she doesn't waver, and some of us are like, oh my God, and she's like, yep. It's like she's seen it all and done it all. So it's daily for her, and it's just an awesome skill that she has.
One thing I will say about Lorna's departure is, now that she is gone, there is going to be a battle royale to determine what radio station is going to reign supreme in the office. When Lorna was there, and how do I put this politely, she dominated the music selection. It was pretty much country or get out. So now that she's gone, I know that Nicole and Chrissy are going to have to come to some kind of amicable agreement as to what radio station is going to be played. Whether or not it will continue to be country, I don't know.
I just want to know, Lorna, who's going to start making Trevor lunches now that you're gone? You took over for Lynn, so who's going to start making Trevor's lunches now that you're gone? Have you talked to the girls about that?
For poor Trevor Bodner and losing now his proxy mother, Trevor's going to have to learn to grow up, and Trevor's going to have to learn to, who am I kidding? Giselle, she's got it.
Well, I don't think we could have been blessed with anybody better to be our first contact for the outside world. When people phone here and get to talk to Lorna, she just has a way of, making people feel at ease, and she doesn't show her stress. And
always quietly, I think you're that idea of the duck. We're so calm on top, but underneath, behind the desk, your feet are just going 500 miles an hour.
I've never witnessed any of this, but because Lorna's pretty professional. But I know sometimes I'll go into the office. Usually it's last minute. Usually it's late. Usually it's at exactly the wrong time. And I ask her to do something for me, and she always says yes. She always smiles and does it, or says she'll do it for me. She gives me the email after saying it's done always quite quickly, but I can just imagine how she rolls her eyes when I walk out of that front office in there, and just thinking about who is this guy and how does he even know what he's doing in here.
Well, that's probably the time when Lorna laughs the best, is after I walk out of the office and for the 50th time haven't done my attendance, or I stumble in there for some reason trying to find how to do something. But yeah, that's I don't know if it's been very often where I've been laughing at Lorna. I think it's the other way around, where Lorna's been laughing at me. So,
just once, I'd like to walk in the office and see Lorna with a poor teacher standing in front of her saying, "When are my marks due?" or "Can I hand them in tomorrow?" And Lorna just push her chair back, stand up, point at her, and say, "Those marks are going to be on my desk tomorrow morning. I'm going to rip your head off your shoulders, shove it up your arse, and you can tell your colon all those excuses because I don't care. On my desk by tomorrow morning, 8 a.m."
Lorna leaving here will leave a big hole, because she's been here for a long time, and she knows the ins and outs of this school, and she knows everything. So every time I have to ask a question when I go into the office, Lorna either knows the answer or she can direct me to who will know the answer. She just knows everything. So Lorna leaving will be a huge, huge loss. And I think we don't realize how much until she is gone, and that we'll probably really be scrambling to try to figure things out.
Well, being in construction, I like to look at the infrastructure in the building here and see how well it's doing. And ever since Lorna announced her retirement, I've noticed that the building is actually starting to crumble. Like, Lorna is the glue that holds this place together, and it's going to start to crumble. It's probably going to fall down.
I just sort of naturally assumed the building would shut down when Lorna left. Can we even do this without Lorna? I don't know. It's been like a widely understood thing that Lorna's the boss. We're in trouble.
Well, Lorna, you're going to be definitely missed. I 12 years just about here, and you've helped me immensely, and you're going to be missed. I can't say how much by me, but the whole school is going to be different without you here.
Like we said, it's so you're the organizer of this building.
We're going to have to figure it out the best we can, I guess, with you not being here, but I just wish you the best in your retirement, Lorna.
I'm going to miss you a lot, not just for correcting all my mistakes and making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but just for chats in the office and spending time. So thank you so much for everything that you've done, and God, enjoy retirement, because you have so earned it.
Lorna, I'm so thankful that I've had the opportunity to work with you for the last 20 years. You have been absolutely integral in every part of the school. You have helped me so much, and always been such a kind, friendly soul. I love our visits in the office. I love coming to see you and talk to you. I love that you answer every question, and you always have a smile and you're always willing to help even when your desk is stacked with paperwork.
It's been a real honor working with you, a real pleasure working with you. Thank you for keeping me organized, keeping me on my toes, and we're going to miss you a ton.
You know, Lorna, you and I have taught our work together since my first year at Primeau, and it has been very special time, I guess, and I'm very fortunate to have worked with somebody as classy and as well organized as you. It's been a real treat, and I wish you all the best, and I hope you come and see us again, because your presence will be missed.
Congratulations, Lorna. You've put in lots of hours into the school. We all appreciate it and wish you well.
I know you have grandbabies too that you want to spend time with, and gardening. I know I've heard you talk about gardening, and there's no time when we're here all the time. So enjoy that very much. God bless.
Lorna, I hope you and Theo just have an amazing retirement. The school will absolutely miss you. I am sure will fall apart, and you'll be getting calls. Ignore your phone, ignore your emails. You're truly, truly a terrific lady, and one of the reasons why this school is what it is, because of what you do.
Lorna, I love you, darling. It's been 30 years, and I wish you a wonderful retirement. And I'll be there shortly. And we'll have lots of coffee. Take care. Love you.